I can't stay off of it because I'm going to North Carolina to find Bigfoot. I was pumped. I can't wait to hear what happens, you know. So I
And remember, I'm an elementary school teacher, so it was a little bit too much. So
want to do some word translations? Do you remember what they are?
sure, word translations. Let's think. Debridement.
You have something in your teeth.
Oh, shoot, I told you.
I'm just kidding.
Okay.
All right, we're going to do some word translations because I use a lot of big words at home. Well, because we're trained in using different words for the medical profession, and a lot of times Julie doesn't understand the words I'm using. So I'm going to have her ask some of these words that we use.
And remember, I'm an elementary school teacher, so I like to make things so easy so that I can understand them, and it is good for him to explain things to his patients so that they understand exactly what's happening.
I came in and talked to our class one time. She had me come in for a, I don't know, what
career
kind of
day.
career
It was
day.
career day.
And
it was a 4th grade class.
was I showing pictures or was I just talking?
I think you were just talking.
I was just telling stories.
Yeah, and we were in our mid-20s
Yeah,
at
we
that
were young.
point.
I don't think we had
when,
children yet.
No.
It's before Joey and Jane.
Yeah.
And one of the kids ran to the bathroom and got sick, and the principal, wasn't it? Somebody found him in the bathroom, and it was like, what's happening?
And he threw up because it was a little bit too much. So that's why it's good to do a little word translation so that we understand what's happening. Okay, so
All right, let's go. What's
debridement? I think I know what that is.
What is it?
It's to scrape away.
Well, you know because I tell you these
Scrape
things.
away.
Yeah, debridement is when we're using a blade and we're cutting at the wounds, or we debride nails. Sometimes we're debriding thick nails. And we debride or we cut wounds. The analogy that I will give to my patients, it's like when we're cleaning out a garden, you want to weed the garden, or you're always out cutting your flowers. You clip the bad branches off to leave room for the healthy ones to grow in. So that's what debriding is.
Okay. How about hallux valgus?
Hallux valgus is a big word for bunion deformity.
Ooh. Okay.
Do you know why they call it a bunion deformity?
No.
It's named after Paul Bunyan.
You're kidding.
No.
Oh.
You know Paul Bunyan.
Yeah. Okay, how about tinea pedis? It's not tinnitus because that has
What
to
is
do
ti-
with
no, you
tinnitus. It's when you have ringing in your ear,
Tinni-
constant ringing in your ear, and it's horrible.
You had ringing in your ear.
Yes,
a couple months
earlier
ago.
this winter, then earlier this
She
year,
had
I had a terrible ear problem because I had my eustachian tube was full of fluid and it was horrible. But I had tinnitus due to that.
So anyway, tinea pedis is the medical term for athlete's foot. It's an athlete's foot
boy.
infection or a fungal infection of the foot.
Okay, so absolutely nothing to do with ringing of the ear.
No, tinea. Tinea means fungus, and pedis means foot, so it's foot fungus.
Okay, and tinnitus
Is
means
ringing in the ear. Athlete's foot. Do you know why is it called an athlete's foot?
because
I guess-
a lot of athletes get it.
Yeah, well, they sweat a lot, I guess.
Sweat.
Causes their foot to get a fungal infection because fungus grows in a warm, dark, moist environment.
Yeah.
All right, another word.
Okay, verruca plant.
You're the one. You should know these.
I
You're the
didn't write
teacher.
it down. I only wrote half the
Verruca
word.
plantaris.
Verruca salt.
Do you know what verruca salt is?
Yes.
Anyone know?
Yeah, who's verruca
Let's
salt?
hear some comments if you know what verruca
Yeah.
salt is.
Think of your reading literature back when you were a kid.
Reading?
Reading, verruca salt.
It's in a movie.
It's in a book. It comes from
I can't.
a book.
Yeah, I don't read. I have to watch
I don't even know
things.
if I'm allowed to tell what the name of the book is, but
What do you mean you're not
Charlie
allowed?
and the Chocolate Factory.
You gave it away now.
Okay.
There's another verruca salt. She didn't give the other one away. See if you know what the other one is. Put a comment below if you know that one. We want to hear from some of our viewers. I know you're watching it because you're all telling me in the office, so I'd love to see some of you make some comments about things that you have or what we're talking about. Any more word translations?
That's all I have for
That's
today.
all you have?
Yeah, I have a whole list, but I only wrote 4 down on our
All right,
board.
let's talk about some position words. Prone, do you know what prone is?
Prone.
Prone's when you're face down, you're on your belly. So if we have to operate on your Achilles tendon, we would make you prone on the operating room table.
Okay. And supine would be on your back.
Supine is on your back, so that your belly is in the air.
Okay.
What about medial and lateral?
Medial. I'm thinking of my workouts.
Your workouts.
Yeah, because that my workout trainer that I watch on YouTube, she was talking about supine and prone positions working out. So that's how I knew that.
So medial is toward the center of your body, or the middle part. Lateral is away, the lateral side.
Okay. How about?
I know you can see that because you can see
I
far
can't,
away. You
I
can't
can't.
see close. Doesn't have a reader's
No,
on.
I don't. Okay. Charcot foot.
Oh, Charcot foot.
Charcot foot. And I think you have a story about that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Charcot foot's a word for diabetic patients where the bones in their feet collapse and it becomes like a rocker bottom foot because the bones are just becoming crumbly, they're falling apart, the patients are getting wounds on the bottom of their feet. Someone's printing something. Sorry, we have a printer next to our little studio here and someone's printing something.
So what was the story about
So
the patient with the Charcot foot?
The story is about a patient that had a Charcot foot, and I was seeing him in the wound center. And he had a wound on the bottom of his foot, and we have to see them weekly. And when you get these wounds on the bottom of your foot, you have to stay off of them. One of the ways to heal it is to stay off your foot. And he was looking for Bigfoot. Oh. So I said, we're going to see you back next week. And he goes, I can't stay off of it because I'm going to North Carolina to find Bigfoot.
Interesting.
So I was pumped. I thought, I can't wait to hear what happens, you know. So I told him, go ahead, do whatever you need to do, but just try your best to stay off your foot. So the next week, you know, we're all excited. He comes back. We sit down. I'm like, all right, I can't say his name. Let's hear it. Did you see him? And he's like, what are you talking about? I said, did you find Bigfoot? Oh, you told me I couldn't go.
Oh,
because I had to stay off my foot.
Go.
So he didn't go look for Bigfoot.
Oh, well, you know what? At least he listened to you and did.
But he still walked on his foot. It was full of callus. He didn't listen to me.
Okay. Well,
and he didn't find Bigfoot. So
that's okay.
That's the end of my story.
Yeah.
Anybody notice Julie has a new shirt on for this video?
It's not a pink shirt. I changed to just plain old white.
We didn't realize that in the last video, and everyone said she has the same shirt on. Well, so we let her buy a new one. She's now wearing she has a white one on.